Hey everybody, just a quick video for you to give you a sense of what this playlist is about. These are looks for Burning Man, all created from this Aurora Lights palette. As you can see from inside, this palette is a really lovely selection of 18 colors. This top row, they are all toppers, so these are intended to be very light when they go on, the whole row. This row is metallics. These are less intense if you keep them dry and much more intense if you wet them. And then the bottom row is intended to be intense, vibrant colors. So these as a base with these on top makes a lot of sense in most cases. This palette varies in price depending on when you get it because BH Cosmetics is often running a sale. You can get it anywhere from 18 to 25. I've seen the prices on there. And it's vegan and it is cruelty-free because it's vegan, so that's a fantastic plus if you want that. These are also baked colors. If you haven't used baked colors before, these are designed to be used both wet or dry. I'm not even going to bother swatching it because I feel like swatches are misleading because it really depends on how you actually apply it. If you apply it dry, it's going to give you a very different look than wet, and you can see what it actually looks like in the looks a little bit better. In order to accomplish these looks, in addition to this one palette, so I wanted it to be easy for people going to Burning Man so you could pack light, you will need, for several of them, I do use this setting spray. But you can probably use water. I'm using the NYX Dew Finish one. This one I got on Amazon for something like $7. And then there's a couple looks where I use concealer. I'm just using a basic concealer. Again, I did also get this on Amazon. It's like $3. And then I used several fluffy brushes. So I have more than one kind of fluffy brush. This one's a little bit more tapered than this one. But I have multiple fluffy brushes, so some looks I use more than one fluffy brush. I use a pencil brush, which is what this guy is. There, I use this little flat brush. It's really, really, really tiny head here. Wait, let's see if I can get it to focus better. This I use for applying the concealer. And then I used this flat brush to apply almost all of the top two rows onto the top of the looks. And then I also, for some of them, use this other smaller flat square brush. So some version of all of that and you should be set. So if you pack those things, this should all work for you. One thing I will recommend if you've never worked with baked cosmetics before, especially if you plan on using them wet, is that you try it out so that you know how it feels on the brush and how it actually works. Typically what I'll do in these looks is I will first dip into the product. You can see I've dipped into this one quite a bit. The 21K has gotten some love. Here, I'll give you a closer view. Some really great love. I dip into the product and then I take the brush and then I wet the brush and then I drag it along the eye and then I dip again into the product. Or there have been times where what I do is I dip into the product, wet it, and then I dip back into the product before applying. So both of those techniques work. You just have to work with it a little bit in order to get it to actually stay on the brush and be the consistency that you're looking for. Thanks for watching and hope these tutorials are useful. Have a great day.